Crowd the ref, beat on my chest, might get a tag. What you expect? They know I'm a dog, I go at their neck. The screen on reject, I'm leaning them left. I'm in with the left, but I'm snatching them right. About to take flight, yikes. 94 feet, you full court press, don't impress. Move like a vet, high, got them upset, yeah. Stress, 3 so wet. Make a head coach, switch up the defensive set, that's better than stretch. Study your film, get you some rest. Ballin' since a little one from a pee-wee, I been elite. Been a walking bucket, high school highlights all on TV. From the Julie to a new league, you barely hooped in PE. Killer kinda skinning like a team at Hoop the VC. They in beast mode. Walking cheat code. This shit easy. Like a free throw. They talk real hoops. 94 feet though. They talk real hoops. 94 feet though.
LeBron. You can't spell Jeffrey without Y. You can't, like you see in this Goldie. Shout out to Goldie, man. Greatest of all time.
Hey, man.
You can't spell
Cam,
Jeffrey without
you
Y,
only
man.
seen 6. This man.
No, I can't. I mean, I
can't spell Jeffrey without a
Let's
Y,
not talk to
man.
him, man. I'm talking to you, Craig. This is all about you. Who the GOAT, bro?
For me, I say it's Bron. And because me playing with him for 2 years, on and off the court.
Look at his posture.
Hey, man, listen, man.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm not talking to you, man. I'm not talking to you, man.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you, man. Go on now.
Let me tell you why, though.
What the fuck going on?
Off the court,
You dig?
there is no athlete, damn, whatever sport you want to say, there's no athlete that has been more scrutinized than Bron and that has lived up to every expectation and beyond.
Can you tell that man that?
He know. But I say this, Bron, I say he's the GOAT because there ain't nothing he can't do. And a lot of people don't agree with me. Bron will make the right play 99% of the time. I don't think, for me, this is what I hate people say. Oh, Kobe was a dog. Jordan was a dog, which they were, obviously. But them shooting over 3 people to win the game doesn't make you a dog. Because every time Bron won't shoot a game-winning shot, that's a fadeaway jumper. He might throw it to Caruso, who's wide open. He might throw it if Jordan was wide open. He might throw it to me. And they're like, oh, why would he throw it to him? Why wouldn't he shoot it? Because I was open. He makes the right play, and I feel like he gets criticized for making the right play in clutch moments.
But the player that got the most shots makes in the clutch moment too get scrutinized, right?
But here's my thing too.
I mean that's my thing. That's what I say.
Here's my
and his IQ of the game is at a different level.
And here's my thing. Okay, so with this, LeBron makes the right play, right? Mm-hmm. And we scrutinize, and the comparison that we give to LeBron is because his finals.
No, everything.
His finals though. But his finals though. Like if he had a better final, even if he was 500. A lot of people would give him.
No. Let me ask you this: which finals was he supposed to win?
I'm saying, okay. So
which final was he supposed to win that he didn't win?
Exactly. Besides Dallas, we give you Dallas.
My thing is,
I don't give him Dallas. Dallas was
they the only one. Dallas the only one.
Everybody says okay, but my thing is,
although Dallas swept him in the regular season, I remember
Dallas was a really good team.
That was really good team. Yeah.
My argument is like I was saying to him when Jordan, obviously, and they always say the talent is different. Yes, just like in anything. My argument is just like in anything in the world. Modern medicine gets better. Technology gets better with over the years, right? Wait. So when Jordan is the greatest of his era, right? There is no comparison. Nobody else. But we're saying LeBron is the greatest of his era, right?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, right?
Yeah.
But there's arguments about it. There was no arguments with Jordan.
Let's break that. I got it.
Okay, you got it. Go ahead.
Let's break down.
Let me just got that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Cavs. Hey, let's break down LeBron. I'm gonna break down like two or three. Matter of fact, let's break down his teams before he went to Miami. Bron took, and no disrespect to any NBA player, I don't like. Everybody can hoop, but compared to who they're playing with, he took Eric Snow,
Candace Parker, brother,
Larry Hughes. He has a name. What's his name?
Anthony Parker,
Daniel Marshall, and Adrunas Ilgauskas. They didn't have a shot in the dark of beating the Celtics. They couldn't beat Dwight Howard in them.
That was a great team too.
Dwight Howard's team was good. They couldn't beat Kobe in them. But what's crazy, I'm saying, and then let's go to some of his other teams. He should have won with the Heat the first year, but Dallas was a good team. The Spurs should have beat them twice. If you want to be frank with it, the Spurs should have beat them twice. Then you go to the Cavs years. He loses Kai.
Kevin Love first, though.
Lose
Kevin Love
K-Love. He showed him how to play.
Yes.
Oh, I'm talking about the Warriors. See,
Warriors.
We've had this conversation.
And then
I don't even count those.
I'm about to say,
teams.
and then he loses Kyle. Bron is so great. Let this sink in. What I'm about to tell
He
you.
went 6 games.
Let this sink in, Skinny. Bron is so great. The person wins MVP. Finals MVP for stopping LeBron,
Right.
but LeBron averaged 45 that series.
35. Absolutely.
No, he averaged 40 something that series. You got MVP for stopping him, but he averaged 40. How the hell that sound?
Absolutely.
They didn't give it to Steph. They
Oh,
gave it to
and
Iguodala.
hold on. He brought Kawhi up, too, because Kawhi hit him to 28 the year before. That's why we get the
Bro, you that good? KR, you can win MVP for holding me to 40?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know that.
You got to think that Bron's only healthy team he had that won a championship was the year that we were there. And we shouldn't have won that.
Down 3-1.
Down 3-1. I ain't never seen a person in my life so calm down 3-1.
And he found a way to do it. So again, it's just
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
like,
saying, like,
it's just hard. Like
it's
and,
hard.
And everybody says like, well, name somebody who's been to the finals 10 times. You absolutely
You
right.
can't.
You can't.
Name
But
somebody who
you
gets
can't.
name
But
somebody
all
who
I'm
gets
saying
coaches
is,
of the year fired.
All I'm saying, right. But
Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year and got fired.
And Avery Johnson. Avery
Man,
Johnson.
you can't beat
Avery
Bron.
Johnson got fired. Okay, so look, but it's also
Bron broke the Hawks up.
he
Broke
did.
him up, damn.
He broke Toronto up. But all right, it's also the same thing. It's like when I asked the conversation, when I asked in this argument, I said, "Who's the greatest football player of all time?"
It is different, though,
No,
Cam.
it's not different.
It is
It's
different.
not.
It's different.
How is it not? Because you can't consider Tom Brady the greatest football player of all time. He plays one
He's
side of
not,
the ball.
but you ask
I
people
mean,
about
I
Tom
feel
Brady.
like-
people,
But you don't argue
in
that.
football, people don't argue greatest player. They argue.
No,
they
but-
say who's the best QB.
I know,
Who's the
but
best receiver.
no. If you
Basketball, they don't say who's the best center.
That's
They
true.
say who's the best player.
That's true, but if you look at the general consensus, and he knows what I'm talking about.
They got
the
rings.
general
They got
consensus.
rings. They got
Right.
rings.
they got rings.
Thank you.
They got rings.
And they say whenever you and they say you're not betting against Tom Brady. Whenever Tom Brady's above 500, correct?
I mean, but you gotta think.
But
though,
and he plays one side of the ball. Wait. LeBron has the opportunity to play both sides.
But this is the thing,
but
Cam.
I ain't gonna lie,
This
Cam,
the thing,
but
Cam, like-
with basketball,
Yeah.
yo, if I don't care, Cam, if you first of all, you've been on these teams where you've been a person that averaged 35, and the four around you just can't get it done with you.
But I've
You've
also
been on
never
these
been
teams,
considered
though.
the greatest in my era.
But you
okay,
been the greatest, one of the greatest in
Tom
Cobb
Brady,
County.
and I didn't lose. in
I'm
DeKalb
just
County.
saying. I'm just saying,
And I
though.
didn't lose
But I'm
in
just
DeKalb
saying.
County.
But I'm
can't
just
do that.
saying, Cam.
You
But
can't
ain't
do that.
nobody gonna say, well, Cam,
You can't do that.
this man here didn't win, Cam, the 10 straight finals. It don't matter who his
Yeah,
coach is.
If you're the greatest,
Jordan.
and here's
Jordan
the
is
thing,
the greatest.
I am a LeBron fan. I just don't
Hey.
think he's the greatest
Hey,
over Jordan.
listen.
I'm a big LeBron. When it comes to
Jordan
argument,
wasn't even
all
the best.
argument that you're saying about
Jordan wasn't even the best player in his draft, Cam.
Wait,
Cam, I
I
got
say something about being a GOAT and all that. What are we talking about?
I'm talking
Being
about-
a single player?
I'm saying I think Bron is the greatest overall player to ever play.
This is a
I'm-
specimen.
Hey,
A
well,
basketball
hey,
player on the
do I
court.
think Bron's the greatest scorer? No. Do I think he's the greatest assist man?
I-
No.
I
I say an
agree.
overall
I
player.
agree.
What can he do? The
I mean,
man just played the point
Yeah, I
and just led the NBA in assists.
Last
and
year.
I
And this
argue
is-
that.
and
I
this
just
is
don't
my
take
thing
him
about
over
MJ.
Jordan.
And this is my thing,
I
AK
just
Hawk.
gotta respect
And this is my
this.
thing about
Absolutely.
MJ.
I just don't take him over
And this is
Jordan.
what I would say about MJ right here. MJ and LeBron, this time and era is different. When Jordan was here and Bron was here, if this is Jordan, the next best player was this far under him.
Is that Jordan's fault?
Bron, the next best player, ain't it? KD's here.
But-
AD's
Wait.
here.
But when I just asked you, I said, wait. I said, is LeBron the best player in the era? I said, ain't no
Yeah.
question.
We said he
Without
best
a
player in
doubt.
his era.
It's no
We said
question, but
that.
still close.
But when you say without a doubt, it's like
was
it's
no
not
shooting
close.
guards, Cam.
Bro, if you tell me, if you say somebody says
Our
who's better
era-
between you and Skinny Cam, me and you.
Me!
Somebody said.
I never lost.
When
Never
somebody
lost.
says, Cam, you better with Skinny
Me,
without a doubt.
me and
They gonna be
MLK.
Like, shit, without a doubt.
Me, and MLK
I know
over
when you
this.
say LeBron is without a doubt. No, I'm not saying that. We gotta choose our words carefully.
But
then.
no, KD's the best scorer to ever touch a basketball.
There you go.
See,
But all-around player.
I think Jordan is the GOAT.
Nah.
I think LeBron is the best to ever do it.
But this is the
Like,
thing you got to
it's
realize
like-
about
It-
all
Jordan.
it's
around.
it's
Like,
different
he's in the
levels.
category with
Like I
Magic.
said,
Like the
you
best
gotta
all-around player.
like Bron's played.
We won.
And
Bron
imagine
should have won
what's
Defensive Player of the
healthy,
Year.
It would have been a whole different conversation.
Magic missed how many years he been?
Magic is the biggest what-if story in basketball. I don't care what anybody say, but you got to look at this.
But
Cam.
is that Jordan's fault?
No, it's not
What
Jordan's
I'm saying is,
fault.
so if he's the greatest of his era, that's not his fault.
No,
that nobody can compare.
You moving the goalposts, Cam.
You can do everything, LeBron. Nobody can do nothing. You can do everything.
Y'all seen the Last Dance when they said Clyde Drexler is close to Jordan? He thought it was amusing. He thought it was funny. He said, "Oh, he's better than me." He thought it was a joke.
Right? And I'm LeBron, like,
but great.
and you're saying
Who's number one pick in '84?
84?
Yeah, you know, Akeem Olajuwon.
I'm not gonna talk about bigs.
No, we ain't talking about bigs.
No, he's gonna say why they don't say
when Mike
they
came
don't
in the
miss out on
league,
Jordan?
it was a big man era. Like people don't like Cam don't have the luxury of seeing this. Most of the folks, I think Jordan's brand is bigger than anything that we've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Nike made the NBA popular. Let's just call it what it is. Like with Jordan, like the most disrespected players ever. You go look at his numbers and
Jordan
what he did.
Jordan actually wanted to sign with Adidas.
I know he did.
So
Nike.
Jordan he made it.
But Nike changed the platform. Like,
but you have to have a player. To
Jordan
do that,
Jordan did not beat Dominique in the dunk contest.
You have to have the player to do that.
No.
See this thing.
Like
Jordan definitely transcended the game to a new level because of Nike.
No,
a lot of because it's game.
Like it's just like for instance, Brandon Jennings was with Under Armour. Nobody remembers that.
But Jordan was jumping.
Commercial level.
But why though? Yeah. Jordan was jumping over people. He was more athletic.
Dominique was too though.
But it's just like
Dominique was too.
But how Jordan was doing it though?
Duncanstein was before Jordan.
But was he winning with it though? Like
Jordan wasn't winning with it.
Did he expand his game?
Jordan wasn't winning with it, Cam.
Did he ever expand his game?
Jordan wasn't winning with it.
Did he ever expand his game?
I mean, not the level Jordan did.
No,
there was nobody.
Never expanded his game.
If Jordan was over here on the left side, there was nobody who was like flirting with him. And y'all know that Jordan was. He retired because he was too good.
Like you talking about, that's what I'm saying. And you talking about now, you're talking about brands.
Like,
what
I'm saying is,
it takes a player. So, like, for example, the first person that came into Under Armour was Brandon Jennings. The first person who took it above and beyond because of his style of play and his play as a player. Now Under Armour is a better player.
So where your Steph Curry is at?
Where
your Steph Curry is at, Cam?
I don't.
Where your Steph Curry is at? The player, you ain't wearing New Balances, Cam.
I got a pair of Kawhi.
Well, I ain't never seen you win. I ain't never seen you win.
Kawhi ain't no goddamn.
Kawhi's and it's still
all I'm saying. In the 90s, when Jordan started winning, the players he couldn't beat left. LeBron played his whole career from 22 up until 36 now.
Y'all just see what Bron said?
At the top of the mountain, dog.
Bron's one of the. That's a fact.
His whole career is at the mountain.
Bron next year is going to be the leading All-Star vote getter again. He's going to be the captain of the All-Star team. Bron just said on his show the other day, he's now played against seniors and juniors. He played against Gary Trent Sr. Now he's playing Gary Trent Jr. He's played Kenyon Martin Sr. Now he's playing against juniors.
LeBron might be the oldest player in the league next year. He's like top 5 right now, oldest player in the league.
And he's still a top 3 player in the league.
And he's going to be, what, year 19?
And I give him that credit.
18.
This 19. Next year will be 19.
Hey, listen, I above
and he averaged 25 points last year.
No. Bron has averaged 27 points, like what?
Every year except his rookie year. He's averaged 25 every year since his rookie year.
I'll say this.
And he's not a scorer.
I'll say this, though. Okay, K-Hawk. I'll break it down to you like this. There's one. Well, I mean, you would say there's one Kareem, but then you can argue Shaq was better. Those are arguments.
Yeah.
There's one Jordan. There's one Shaq. I mean, there's one Kobe. I mean,
there's 2 Jordans.
No, there's not.
Kobe's Jordan.
I feel like Shaq will bust.
Kobe is Jordan.
I feel like Shaq will bust Kareem. That's me personally. But I feel like in our era, in our time when we're alive, we knew Jordan, we knew LeBron. My son will know LeBron as the greatest player of all time.
Absolutely. That's fair.
And he will. That's what he's gonna be.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if you can ever duplicate another LeBron. Size, speed, strength, shooting,
IQ.
But as time,
Ron has gotten better.
It's gonna be.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Nigga, before Jordan, who was the greatest of all time at the time?
Dr. J.
Jordan came around.
Dr. J. Magic.
Everybody fucking mind
but okay, let me ask you this
though.
though.
It was like a nigga that came and matched Jordan.
But you never.
Then
Well,
LeBron came as a whole other specimen.
But I'm saying, but you never heard an argument. Well, you let me know. You're a little older than me. Have you ever heard an argument? Who's better, Jordan or Dr. J?
It was back then.
When
Jordan wasn't winning.
When he was a rookie.
Like I say, but when Jordan won, I think all the players go through it. But like I tell Cam, y'all never seen Jordan lose. So when you
No,
see a guy,
no. I mean,
so when you see a guy like,
I'm talking about. I judge Jordan off the mountain.
man,
I don't
that's
judge
it.
top.
But
I
that's
judge-
just 6
I judge
years.
him-
You
like
just-
you just said, you
but
judge
that's at
LeBron
their bad.
the mountaintop.
But that's
what
at
I'm
bad.
saying, what you judging LeBron.
But you just going off their bed.
I see every angle. I see every angle. But I'm saying,
But
I'm saying-
LeBron's lows is
but
at
what
the
I'm-
mountaintop.
But what I'm saying
Cam.
is, LeBron has never had a Kobe year where he didn't make the
When he made the
playoffs. He was the
playoffs,
worst team in the league, or not.
Right.
Not he's never
Never.
had a Jordan year where he lost in the first round. But granted, Bron doesn't have. He's not 6-0 in the finals. But Bron getting there 10 straight times.
It's
People
tough.
can't name a year where you was like, man, he should have won that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
He-
lie, bro.
Except Miami. That's it.
Except Miami.
Except
But he might
I'm
all
hard
three of
on
them.
him. I'm hard on him.
But what I'm saying is,
he's my favorite player.
but
even those players.
that's my point. You're a
San
LeBron
Antonio.
fan and you're hard on him. That's what I'm saying. LeBron has lived up to every expectation.
Expectation.
They put him
He
on.
has.
They put him on a magazine at 17 years old
Just not the
and said
championship.
King James.
It's just not the championship.
We-
I'm just upset
We
because
killing Kawhi. We're
first
killing
nigga got
Kwame
it.
right now.
No, see, this
We're
is
killing
and,
Kwame.
Before he came,
you know what's crazy?
And I remember because you were
and
big
people-
on
I
that.
used to
and
hate
people
that nigga, bro.
and people
I
get
was a
bored
LeBron
with
fan.
LeBron's greatness, and
Yeah.
and
And they try to
no,
normalize.
and I'm a victim of it. I would see Bron get 45, and I thought it was normal. Like it didn't excite me anymore. People have got tired of seeing him be great, and that's the problem with him because what do you want? What do you want him to do? Next year he's gonna make the playoffs again. People, oh look at him. Oh, he got first round exit. They were happy to see that man fail.
Yeah.
That's what comes with being.
What other
That's
athlete have you
gonna
been?
be
What
great
other athlete? But not
And when
necessarily.
Steph Curry got bounced,
But-
nobody. It was just like
He had an MVP
MVP.
seat.
He's
Exactly.
Bro,
MVP.
nobody is held to LeBron standards. You got to think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giannis,
That's what
Kawhi.
makes him the fucking goat.
That's what makes him the GOAT to me.
That's
It's
the fact.
it's high standards, and then there's LeBron standards.
And he meet him.
That's the
Look,
fact.
LeBron's crucified for losing the first round. It only took y'all niggas 14 years to do it.
GOAT is actually named for LeBron. Like Jordan the GOAT. I'm like LeBron.
Hey, with Dwayne, this is shout out to Goldie, the greatest all time you.
LeBron GOAT. LeBron GOAT this.
The greatest all time you. Shout out to LeBron clothing.
Like what LeBron's done, it will never be duplicated again.
So let me ask you this.
Ain't
right?
nobody's taking somebody to 10 straight finals.
So
Just
let
because look, I look at this niggas like, all right, you think about the niggas coming after LeBron like your Giannis's, your what's
Yep.
the little your Zion's. Now think about this. You don't think it's gonna be a nigga coming up that got them kind of niggas structured that can be able to shoot?
No,
and got shit.
no.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest reason
Wait,
why.
no.
though.
I'm gonna
If
tell you the
Giannis
biggest
had
reason
Giannis
why.
like
I wonder we
KD,
gonna say the
Giannis
same
is the
thing.
greatest
I bet we're gonna say the
nigga
same
ever.
thing. Why?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why. You know why?
What you gonna say?
After the finals, I walk in the gym, probably was drunk, and we about to have our parade. Everybody's on cloud 9. You know what LeBron was there doing?
Watching film.
Getting treatment. I said, bro, what are you treating? Season's over.
It's gonna be
Go home and
somebody-
rest.
Like I said, before him,
What you
it
say
was
is cool.
Kobe.
What are you treating?
Before him, it was Kobe. Before Kobe, it was Jordan. It's gonna
But-
be another nigga.
what are you
that come with
treating?
that,
Let me
with
tell-
that. It's
No,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
another
tell you why not.
The era's too different. These AU kids are rested now
But-
on games, man.
Everybody.
but
It's-
Bron
it's-
don't-
but it's not- you don't think it's gonna be one nigga that's
Nah.
gonna-
Nah.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because more kids.
I worked out with Ant.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be another
Hey,
nigga that's
no.
gonna-
Because there's more kids that
But
want
if
to
this
be.
bullshit don't
No.
stop at, so you think LeBron's gonna be
Would you
that's
play
it?
one
No.
No. I say
No.
not in our lifetime.
No,
I don't
more
think
In
kids.
our lifetime,
More
nigga?
kids want to be like
Well,
Steph
oh,
Curry
oh,
than LeBron.
Yeah.
And that 3-point Steph Curry has changed the game.
Bro, more.
Okay.
You got
so
more
imagine
kids
a
want to be
young
like
nigga,
Steph.
7 foot like KD.
He'll be shooting threes
That's
now.
big. That got a
He'll
body
be
like
he'll be
Zion.
shooting
I
threes.
got
Threes.
So,
that
I mean,
bitch.
obviously, I want to see somebody be great. But what I'm saying is
He
the
gonna be shooting
likelihood
threes.
of what LeBron has, no one's ever had it. Between, like I said, LeBron is the smartest player in the league. That rumor about him telling the other team in the playoffs the play is a true story.
I remember you, and you know,
I told you that before it came
out.
I
You telling me.
was telling
Bron told him,
podcast,
they
I
called a
said-
play, the other team didn't know where to go. Bron's like, come on over here.
I remember.
He's telling the other team where to go on their plays. LeBron's IQ is out of this world. How LeBron went over the plays in the interview and recalled every moment of the game, that's
Yeah,
him
that shit was
normally.
crazy. And he knew it. Like,
That's
nah,
how-
and I did this pass and I outlet it. He came
That's
here.
him.
I think
That's
he
him
rotated.
24/7.
Bruh, but I don't-
There's been a nigga every area
But
that
usually
comes.
that smart guy.
Passes the nigga before.
But that smart guy and that player that can ball
And
are
that
never one,
size.
and one is they're
That
never all one and the
size.
same.
It's the size, bro.
LeBron is the trend.
Think about how many
No.
6'8", 6'9", 6'10" niggas
Listen.
was yanking that bitch
Listen.
from deep 10, 20 years ago.
K Hall.
Now, and fast forward to now, it's how many niggas you see my height?
They
niggas my height. It's normal for niggas like me to be a guard and shit.
You got the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost, and LeBron is all of them in one, dog. That's when they come together. That's LeBron James.
I guarantee it's gonna be.
When they say the light, when the light became flesh, that's LeBron, dog.
K-Hall, my argument to you is that it's hard to duplicate something like that. Like Jordan, it was hard to duplicate. Kobe was.
He one ring away from
He was obsessed. There's been nobody like Kobe. Kobe
when he goes to club without
Kobe don't have friends. He didn't have friends. Basketball was his friend. Kobe worked out 7-8 times a day, like
by himself.
This one of a kind niggas, bro.
That's my point for you.
It's one Jordan, and before Jordan it was somebody, but then it came Jordan.
No.
Then it came Kobe. Kobe was emulated to Jordan.
That's
then
it.
Came LeBron got the same mentality them niggas. Talent wise, no, but greatness. He up there.
Greatness.
I don't think you know how big right now that's looking at LeBron sitting there like.
Hey,
no, I don't.
No,
I think people look at. I think people look at other players in the NBA and want to be, like you said, more like Steph, more like
hard.
They want to shoot James. They want to.
What about the big ass niggas that's not built like?
They shooting it now. They're shooting threes now.
Okay, I'll tell you this.
That's cool though, but
bro,
I'm saying
the closest with size and game and like IQ is probably Luka.
Luka is LeBron,
and he shooting.
Luka is LeBron without the athleticism. As far as getting team involved, like. But like I said,
I feel like that nigga gonna come. When
but,
he come,
but do I think?
That nigga bandwagon
But do I think that Luka could change, like the NBA? How LeBron?
No,
LeBron's
Luka's not gonna be a face.
Luka can't.
He's good.
No, he's great.
No, he's great. He's great. But they're not going to give him.
I don't think Luka has that power. LeBron, like I said, LeBron has broken up teams that are good teams. The Hawks were a great team. He broke that up. He got Dwayne Casey fired. I mean, Dwayne Casey. They couldn't beat one person. Teams are building themselves to beat LeBron.
So after
I don't know if
once LeBron retires, you like.
The league is screwed.
No, the league's in great hands.
You think so?
In the future,
I think this is my problem with the league. Now you there.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Ja Morant, Luka. Man, them dudes are so good, bro.
I mean, they good.
D Book would be one of the closest things to Kobe.
What about Bradley Beal?
Brad's nice. Brad's
this
nice.
is my fear with the league
nice.
now, and I think everybody you name is good, but I think we gonna
good. What are you?
No, I mean great. I'm great. I mean I ain't different, but what I'm saying is that we're coming off of LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, KD.
This new
right?
wave, you gotta think.
Yeah.
They looked at all of
that. Ja Morant is Westbrook, but better.
I think he more Derrick Rose. I think he more D Rose.
D Rose. Okay. De'Aaron Fox. They say he was John Wall, but De'Aaron Fox, he can shoot.
Yeah.
He over there in hell.
I'm gonna say you think he gonna get a foul shake? He got a bad deal.
No, he in hell in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum 6'9".
But
Jaylen Brown 6'8".
Okay, but I don't like they I don't like their situations.
What, you don't like the ball for Jason?
One, you about to get a new coach in, and I think the biggest thing that holds
They'll
Boston back is I think we're starting to see it now. I didn't know who was the man on the team between him and Brown, but I think it's starting.
That's not a problem though.
But sometimes it is. Like in New Orleans, it's a problem.
Maybe if they get older.
Like in New Orleans, it's a problem. I don't know who team it is. Is it BI team or Zion team? And I think that holds Zion back.
I personally think it's two types of players you can't win with.
Okay.
You can't win with point guards anymore.
It ain't no such thing no more.
How AI being 6'1" took his team to the finals,
yeah.
I don't think that can happen anymore.
Yeah.
I think you have to have a 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" wing that can go.
Yeah.
You need them wings. And you can't win if your best player can't shoot. If Zion can't shoot, you can't win with that.
But again, you're 28 though.
My thing is
longevity.
Hopefully Zion will be better
but
than.
You can't do
hopefully
his
Zion.
Style of game is not gonna.
Hopefully Zion will watch Giannis and say, "I have to get a mid-range jumper." Giannis, you can't win like that. I'm gonna tell you this: being on the finals team, your best player has to average 27, 28. Your second got to average 26, 25, and your third got to average a dub. You can't win like that. If you average 30 in the regular season, you're the best player, and you drop down to 20. That equals a first-round exit.
Two things I got to ask you about, because I know you run a long time, and I know Cam got some more stuff. What's like about Russell Westbrook, how his numbers just drops in playoff time, man?
Teams get smarter. You got to think. When you do it's 82 games. Mm-hmm. When we're playing 3 games a week, we'll talk about our team for 5 minutes. We're going to play them today, then we got to talk about the next team. When this is a 70-game series, we locked in. We got to guard him this way. We're going to do it. We're talking about this team for 4-5 days. You walking through every one of their plays. You got to have one-on-one basketball in playoffs because the play's out the window. You've been running the same shit since October. We in June. You got to be able to put that thing in the basket. That's why all the analytical teams don't win either.
That's real.
The Warriors, they wouldn't be analytical, but they have the greatest shooters to ever
all
play the game.
time. They're on one team.
I was on the Warriors when they said at the beginning of the year meeting, hey, we want to shoot more threes. Who you want to shoot more threes? That's not what John does. That's what Brad do.
But John ain't that.
John don't do that. John fast, assist, dude. John, he played the game the right way.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is analytical teams, where you think everybody go when the game on the line? You see Kawhi, elbow. D-Book, elbow. They get to their spots. Analytical team. Bron hates analytics. Ain't no analytics with Bron. Best shot available. Kyrie, all the stars shoot the best shots available.
So you got first-hand seats, and there's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the air with Kyrie, Bron, they whole breakup situation, sub. How was it playing with both of them first?
Great. They never had no issues. Never had no problems.
So LeBron wasn't general manager out there, even though I think Dan Gilbert did his thing. But
I think,
Understood and had to explain.
I think obviously, if you're a good GM, you ask your players stuff.
John didn't have one.
But we did have a GM. But
Griffin got fired.
my thing is, if you're the best player, if you're not the best one on the team, if you're the franchise, just ain't bringing in Joe Smo without running it past me at least. The thing about Kai and Bron, I feel like everybody wants to grow. Eventually, Jason and Jalen might get tired of it. Everybody wants to grow. My thing is, if you this guy and you 22 and the guy you playing behind 29, you don't want to be Batman. You don't want to be Robin forever. You want to see what it's like to be Batman. You can't be mad at somebody for doing that.
Do you think Bron would eventually gave him the keys like he did AD?
Did Bron give AD the keys?
He gave it to him.
How? Who won Finals MVP?
LeBron did it.
Who won Finals MVP?
I mean, but street clothes, man. Come on now. These street
What Bron is good at, Bron gives people confidence. Bron, on every media thing you ever see, is AD's team. This his team. AD's win Defensive Player of the Year. Bron never speak on himself. Why? He don't have to. Once that horn rung in the finals, what the hell Adam Silver got up there and say? This year's Finals MVP is LeBron James.
Understood and got to be explained.
But we needed AD this year.
Bron's always going to be Batman. Bron, when he's not Batman, he going to stop playing. I personally think that. Bron is Batman.
So what do you
Bron
think this
ain't
year?
Robin.
So what do you think this year? I mean, because we expected Bron to have a Luka Doncic performance. And I'm sitting there like, okay,
That's a lot. I think Bron being 36, having that short offseason, AD getting hurt, himself getting hurt. Because before they got hurt, they was on the road.
He was MVP.
He was in the MVP conversation. Yeah. I think a lot went into that. But I can tell you this, you see what Bron tweeted the other day. People on Instagram the other day, I'll be back. I'm going to be back.
I believe it.
And everybody thinks that. And that's the thing. And there's nobody who's like, man, please. Man, I'm telling you, he going to rest up. He going to do all that. Just his first year in L.A. What happened?
Yeah,
he rested up.
Yeah.
It came back.
With a vengeance.
You can't count that man out.
So with Kyrie, with him leaving, the Boston situation, I'm going to tell you, like, I respect Kyrie game. But we argue about Kyrie. We debate on our debate show. We debate Kyrie.
Let me ask you why.
Because I'm telling you, and you shed light on a lot.
Me and him, we
I mean,
very good friends.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying?
So
And so my first thing, just looking at, I'm like, okay, Kyrie wanted to leave, okay, and to defend on Bron, I'm a Bron fan. To defend Bron, I'm like, Cleveland, you botched that deal. You know what I'm saying? Golden State goes and gets KD, and you trade Kyrie away for nothing. I'm not gonna sit there and like, bro, it ain't good. But you trade him away for nothing. You got nothing back in that deal. And everything you got back from it, Cleveland traded in the middle of the season and had a makeshift team and went to the final. That's Bron testament. But when Kyrie goes to Boston, he gets hurt. Now you get Rozier, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, young guys, they go to the Eastern Conference Final and take Bron 7. Kyrie come back, they underachieve. They ship Kyrie off to Brooklyn, right?
See, that's one thing about what you said that was false.
Okay. I mean, with it.
No, I'm serious.
Right.
Kyle was a free agent.
Okay.
If Kyle would have wanted to come back, they would have welcomed him back with open arms.
You think so?
I know so.
See,
it's a fact. What was he gonna say? No, we don't want you. Kyle's an all NBA performer every single year he's on the court.
That's real.
What I'm saying about thing about Kai is what has he done wrong?
I don't think he's done anything wrong just from the outside looking in.
Him wanting to be himself, wanting to have his own team. Him wanting this to see what it's like. And let's keep in mind, Jason wasn't Jason, and Jaylen Brown wasn't who they are now.
But they was an Eastern they was Eastern Conference Final.
There was never going to be LeBron. No,
they had him on the ropes.
LeBron's
I mean, you're rope-a-dope,
he's
but
comfortable on them ropes.
I know he comfortable on
He's
it.
been on them ropes.
Hey, he comfortable on
them
it.
ropes.
He's comfortable on it. But they had him. But I think Boston going 7 games and then
Show
they come
that
back.
they don't need Kai.
Yeah.
So
because after Kyrie leaves, right?
So
They back in the Eastern Conference Final the next 2 years.
So what does it show now?
I
50, 40, 90. Ninth player in the NBA history to ever do that.
Yeah, but I think it's
But what?
but it's
but no, because you gotta have that same energy that
I'm with it.
somebody was speaking
I'm with
to
it.
LeBron shit.
I'm with it.
No,
I'm
no,
with it.
no,
He's a
you
50
giving
40
a lot of
90.
butts and
No,
you giving nothing
I'm
but
with it.
Trading, see, don't
I'm with it.
don't say but with greatness.
I ain't
Thank
saying
you.
It has been
Thank
Okay,
you.
It has been.
And you
It has
only
been
do that for your argument.
It has been
Thank you.
5,000 players to ever play the
And
NBA,
there's only 5 who've done it.
and only 9. I think 9. Don't quote me
Something
on
like
the
that.
number, but I know it ain't 10.
No, it ain't 10.
50, 40, 90. You know how hard that is for a season? And you know how hard it is for a season, and you are doing this all game? And you're 6'1",
Hold on, what are you doing?
and you 6'1", and you
No,
go, and you
that
go to
was
7
good.
footers
That's
like
what I
this.
You gotta do this.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
50,
Hey.
40, 90.
Hey.
And you're playing with James and KD.
Well, you ain't playing with both of them. Half of them. I mean, all
It
of them.
don't matter.
All of them in low man.
It don't
But
matter.
okay.
Hey, your argument. You already made your
Man,
argument.
can I ain't made my point yet. Hold on.
Wait,
Cause
wait,
he
wait.
giving me insight. Listen,
Make your point.
listen. I'm talking. This is a LeBron GOAT talk conversation over here, man. We asking you out. Don't pay no
We ain't
attention.
talking
to him.
about LeBron.
Don't
We
talk.
talking
Ah, man,
about
I'm
Kyrie.
talking.
Kyrie's
I'm
a
talking
killer.
about Kyrie.
I'm talking about derivatives.
Kyrie's a killer.
This is a derivative. You know what I'm saying? That's a derivatives.
Ain't too many players that's like Kyrie.
I don't think anybody can beat
Kyle
Kyrie
was shooting-
one-on-one.
Kyle
I don't
was-
think so.
Kyle will shoot a game-winning shot and miss it and not phase it the next night, shoot the same one. It ain't a lot of people who got that mindset.
I agree.
That's why Kobe.
Mhm.
That's why Kobe vouched for him. How many players do?
I mean, he went at
LeBron
Kobe
vouch for?
throw. There ain't too many people gonna go at Kobe throw at 17 years old.
Him, D-Book. These are people that Kobe's like, yeah, they
He's
that
my
guy.
hand. I think my biggest question is, and you know this better than me, I always felt Kyrie, not his game.
Mhm.
It was the leadership standpoint. You know what I'm saying? As a leader, because I think on this Brooklyn team, he could just really play because he really don't have to be the leader.
I say there's different leadership with people like Kai
Mhm.
and KD because when you get on an NBA team, especially nowadays,
Mhm.
at one point, Kai when we were in Cleveland,
Mhm.
that was his life. Play 2K all day. Me and him would go to. We done went to plenty of recs and be playing basketball. Kai hoops.
Mhm.
So you putting in people who making $40 million, $50 million who don't have that same attitude. That's conflict off the rip. Because this is my life. I love it. I care about it. And for you, you got your females, you got your clubbing. It's just kind of an afterthought to you. So we're not gonna get along all
Kobe
as it is.
mindset. Gotcha.
Kobe ain't got no friends. Like he didn't have
Yeah.
friends like that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when you get the leadership thing. Like I'm leading, just not the way y'all want me to lead. When Kobe was calling Smush Parker all types of hoes and don't you're not allowed to talk to me no more. Nobody ever questioned his leadership. But nowadays, basketball is soft now. It's extremely soft. It's soft. Now you got three people on that team. James will hoop in a snowstorm. KD will hoop in the middle of Iraq where they shooting bombs. They are hoopers. Everybody ain't like that. And then you got 3 of them on one team. Man, they grew until they don't get along. They get along just fine. Mike James, who just came there, shoot.
Hooper.
Hey.
People might say, "Oh, he shoot crazy shots." You never seen KD complain. You never seen Kai complain. You know why? Because he's a hooper, and they respect a hooper.
He a hooper.
Blake Griffin back dunking on folks again over there.
Blake's a hooper. They hooping. Blake dunking for him. Ain't nobody out there doing
And
Blake
that.
Griffin back in his
say-
MVP form.
I wouldn't even say. Well, would you say Blake Griffin's a hooper?
I mean,
Or they bringing it out of him?
I mean, my thing is what Blake's doing. Blake is adjusting to who he is. Blake's complimented him great.
Mhm.
Blake's never gonna be. He never was a star. He never. If you gonna put Blake on the team and say take us to the finals,
He's not gonna do
He
it.
can't do that.
He'll give you some highlights though.
No, I mean he'll average 25.
Yeah, he gonna give you some highlights.
Just
too.
because you average 25,
all 25 ain't created equal.
all 25 ain't good.
It ain't created equal.
There's a lot of people who average 25 on bad teams. You put them on a
Yeah.
good team, you average 12. That'd be a great 12 guy.
And he played defense. I mean, Blake Gibb, he's filling in the gaps.
K-Love, Chris Bosh were 2 stars on their team. They get there, they're third guys.
You about to make another point, right? Because they say LeBron is a 4 killer.
A 4 killer.
He
What
gonna
does
kill.
that
He gonna kill the power forward. They try to make.
Wow.
I think Cam was in this room.
What does
They
that mean?
made Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh won this.
I mean, because like K-Love was averaging like 20 and 20, 30 and
But-
20, and then when he gets with LeBron.
20 and 20, 30 and 30 doing what?
Not making the playoffs. Losing.
Yeah.
I mean, but I make that same argument for Kyrie too, though.
So come here.
Yeah, you made the same.
For Kyrie, I do. I'm aware.
Right.
I'm aware because I say
Right.
Kyrie led
Thank
Cleveland
you.
3 lottery picks before
Thank
then.
you.
I mean, when LeBron got there, it was 3 lottery. It was his team 100%. Even though I can say the personnel,
Who
I
was
can
he
say
playing
that.
with? Who's
I
he
can
playing
say the
with?
But
personnel. I
it's
can
the same. But it's the same thing. Like, we were just saying.
LeBron is the one player who can
Go
do that.
anywhere
go anywhere and go and
make
take
a team.
take my to the
The
playoffs.
one player. Yeah.
say that one more time.
But I
now.
feel like Jordan is like
Don't
that.
matter who the coach
I feel like
is.
Jordan was like that.
No, he
I
wasn't.
feel like Jordan
You
was
had to
like
get
that.
all right with Jordan.
I don't
You got to
think
get the coach. You got to get the
Yeah, you
players.
gotta get- I'm gonna say Jordan's not like that because LeBron didn't make the playoffs all but once his first year.
He didn't make it the first 2-3 years. He didn't make
First
it.
3 years. I feel like Jordan had way more talent than him, and he had way more talent than LeBron did in the first couple years.
Like Pop, who was the dude? The small forward when Jordan came. Was it Orlando? When Ward was?
Orlando
He
Ward.
was averaging 20 when Jordan came
He
in.
had Sidney Green out
You know
of
what I'm saying?
UNLV.
Yeah, he
He
had
had
it.
the dude out of UCLA.
Jordan
Like-
tried
like-
to shit on Jerry Krause, and
like-
Jerry Krause
But
made
the only
Jordan
thing
team,
is
man.
that
Like,
the
Bron
only
never
thing
walked
is that, but now,
LeBron never
but
walked
now,
into a situation where another player was averaging 20 before.
Yeah,
he got
but
there.
I just
LeBron
think
never
that-
played with a 20-point
but,
player until he played with
I'm right. I
D-Wade.
hear that and I understand that, but also things is like, okay, we a lot of us is doing like, what's that player name? Goddamn, that played with LeBron. I mean, that played with Jordan and shit like that.
Just wait till you get old. You gonna start saying it too.
Yeah,
You already 40. Wait till you get about 45.
But you gotta think, though.
But we don't know. Like,
I mean,
we
who
could run
was-
Pippen off. We could run Pippen off.
But the
We
90s
could
your
run-
era.
We could run Pippen. We could run Kukoc. We could run
Dennis
DJ
Rodman.
Armstrong.
You've been
off.
watching
Peter
basketball since
Armstrong.
1930,
We
Cam.
could run off Steve Kerr. We could run off the names, and we're not running. But these, I'm talking about even
Eric
the same
Snow
days.
and Larry Hughes and
Like-
Daniel Marshall and Ozalskis.
That's
But
what we seen.
But we saw them. I saw them too. But we,
Delonte West, Boobie Gibson.
but we don't.
He got-
But the names that we just named, I never heard people talk about.
Because you ain't
them.
old enough.
What? I watched them.
You ain't in the
But
80s.
The other day when we was talking about, you said they had Bill Cartwright.
You were born in
You said
89,
Bill
Cam.
Cartwright. And I was like, Bill Cartwright averaged the dub. You said Bill
Yeah,
Cartwright
he
averaged the
was.
dub. Okay, but nobody talks about Bill Cartwright.
Because you want to talk about
and
Jordan.
and the Bulls.
Because you want to talk about Jordan.
See, you got to look at Bill Cartwright.
When he was with the
Go back to
Knicks.
San
But
Francisco
nobody
when he was
talks
undefeated.
about him. with
Because
the
y'all
Knicks.
want to
Nobody talks about.
Because y'all want
is
to
he-
prop Jordan up here,
But
Cam,
is he
and
up
make
there-
everybody
but-
else bums.
But is he in there as like one of the top like all stars? Is he is he considered one of the top 100 players of all time?
Dominique ain't top 50.
In
He
front
could-
of Bill Walton to me.
Coulda.
Bill Walton
You
was
keep
it.
saying
But
coulda.
let me tell you- okay,
Bill Walton
You
was
saying
it.
coulda.
So this
They're not.
is my last thing I'm gonna tell you about the whole MJ Bron thing.
Thank you. Come on.
Put Bron with a 50 greatest player as well. Put him with Scottie Pippen from time Bron got in the league to time he decided to leave. It's
Same player.
it's a totally different thing.
Same
Not
coach.
necessarily.
Same coach.
Not necessarily
Continuity matters, Cam.
no,
MJ
not
had
necessarily
more
because it would
Coming in, than
wait.
Bill never had.
because what y'all telling me
He
is that
discounted a team that was great to be
LeBron
man.
has always aside
Right
from
then.
Cleveland,
Name one team that
Aside
Jordan should
from-
have lost to in the finals.
aside from the Cleveland team, I give y'all that.
Mhm.
But LeBron has had at least one or two players. So what y'all telling me is that it's not just one or two players LeBron has needed. Because
Name a
LeBron
team-
has needed more than two. Because
When-
he's had
when-
Dwayne
when
Wade.
have Jordan-
He's had Chris
what
Paul.
finals-
He's had those
what
people.
finals-
But other teams have had more.
What finals was Jordan favorited? All of them.
All
What
6.
finals was Bron favorited? Two.
What is that? I mean,
LeBron has done more
because
with
he's the greatest of
less.
his era.
Bro, the Spurs
I'm
were a
sorry.
better team.
My fault for not ever doubting Jordan. My fault because I knew Jordan was so
No,
dominant.
his
that when he got to
was
the
better.
championship,
His team was
that
better.
I wasn't worried about it.
Jerry
My
Krause,
fault for
man,
that.
listen.
My fault for that.
You
Now
bought-
that you got
you bought
got
into LeBron. You
and
bought-
now
you
I
bought
think
into
LeBron's
Jordan.
like,
Nah.
shit,
His
LeBron.
team.
Cam,
LeBron's
his
messing around and average
team.
17 this
Cam,
year because he don't know
Cam.
if he's going to be the go-to guy or not.
Cam, you fell for the narrative that Jordan said players win and gentlemen. Jordan's had the same owner, Same gentleman. We shit on Jerry Krause. Jerry Krause brought
Man,
Jordan
I'm
talent.
talking about players.
I understand, but when you're building a team, like you're building a team right now, Cam.
That's because we build a team. Don't mean they go
It does.
You gotta produce.
You still gotta build it.
You got to produce.
You gotta build it though. You gotta build it with producers.
That last year when Jordan had Pippen and they said it's the final run, they were struggling until Pippen decided to play, until his foot got better. They struggled all year.
Okay. Pippen turned it around.
Dennis Rodman was his second best player. Dennis said we were rocks. Listen, Pippen came back. Dennis went to Las Vegas.
Best player.
I just needed somebody else to help pull me over. So you mean to tell me that LeBron ain't have nobody to just give him a little push? Nobody. I said it, Cleveland. But I said you ain't have nobody else. Just a little bit helping push him over the hump.
He went 2-2.
2-2.
You don't have. He have. You mean to tell me that the comparison that LeBron had? Now, like, y'all just act like LeBron played with nobody. Except for Cleveland. Wait, except for Cleveland. You act like he just didn't play with nobody.
7.
So look at LeBron's first 7 years of talent. You look at
I'm talking about when he's there. I'm talking about in Miami. He has the talent in Miami.
But okay, he had talent in Miami. And which finals was he favored? And which finals was he supposed to win that year?
To me,
he was supposed to be 1-3 in Miami.
For me, I'm not.
He had to tip out the Bosch 3.
Right.
He wasn't supposed to beat OKC either.
But for me, as a LeBron fan,
OKC was the favorite.
As a LeBron fan and the greatest player in the world,
he 4-1.
He 4-1. KD. That's why KD went to Golden State.
KD wasn't ready yet. KD was 23 at that time.
He wasn't ready.
KD was 23.
As a LeBron fan and as the greatest player in the world, LeBron was favored.
KD was 23 at that time, I think. Look it up.
LeBron was favored.
11.
That was
11
9
or
years
like
ago.
10.
12. That was 9
in
years
between
ago.
10 and 12.
That's how long LeBron been in the finals, dog.
So
this is the first year that Steph and Bron in the finals since 2010, ain't it?
Bro, this says since 98, where it's not the Lakers, the Heat, the Spurs, or what was the other team? I think it was Golden State or something like that. Yeah.
One of them teams brought
I can.
So that's all I'm saying. So Mike, when you are the GOAT, my simple thing is when you're in the GOAT, especially when you're putting LeBron in this conversation, and we're measuring at the mountaintop.
At it big.
It is big.
Okay.
80 big.
Okay.
Man, see, y'all can't be doing that shit, man.
80 big. What we didn't say. I'm sorry. That's what I'm measuring off of, especially if you're the greatest in your era. Because don't act when you talk about there wasn't nobody else that we was playing against.
Okay. Who's the second best in that 90s era?
There were other players in there.
Who's the second best in that 90s era?
I can't fault Jordan for being that much.
Who's the second best in that era, Cam?
Huh?
Who's the second best player in that
There's a lot
era?
of players
No,
that was there.
it wasn't. The 90s era was not a strong era of basketball.
But again, if Jordan wasn't there, who else is there? I'm saying
Exactly.
Who, no, I'm asking you. If Jordan wasn't in the league,
I'm gonna ask my who watched it. If my question to you is, when Jordan was playing, was there anybody who ever came close to him, like as far as talent?
To me,
to you,
Ron Howard.
No, I'm talking about in the league, like the other shooting guards in the league.
Probably Mitch Richmond, maybe. And he was on a bad
y'all
team.
Said Dominique, right?
Dominique's small forward, but Dominique was
that's all small
like,
forward shooting guards.
So
that's all the same.
What they said,
so
they said like it was Clyde. Clyde was a
Clyde Drexler. But see, I go back to Clyde at Houston. Clyde was never really a shooter. He was an athlete. He could run. He could jump. He was a decent defender. But when you look at guys like you said, Mitch Richmond was good. Shit, Chris Mullins was good.
So would you say talent's better then or now?
Obviously, talent is better now.
So, but you want Bron to yeah.
Yes, it's
talent.
Okay, so it's like
not toughness, not all that shit. Not putting niggas in headlocks when they doing layups. Just
basketball. All right, so let me ask you a question. But it's the same question I asked earlier. Let me ask you this: do y'all think modern medicine is better now than it was back in the day? Do y'all think technology is better now than it was back in the 80s?
Basketball's evolved.
Yes, everything evolves.
MJ was calling people out doing in between the legs.
Right, everything evolves.
You wouldn't get past somebody doing that right now.
Right, everything evolves. Right. So of course, the talent across the board.
But it wasn't a shooting guard. But it wasn't a shooting guard league in the 90s.
I'm talking about at the time of their era.
In the time of their era,
there was no.
But
untopping, there was nobody going on top of the board.
Okay, but let's do it like this, Cam.
Let's do it like this, Cam. Watch this.
Watch this. Hold on, real fast. Hold on.
LeBron, you said LeBron been in
watch
10
it,
finals,
watch it.
right? And out of
Yeah.
those 10, he can't even get over 500, and he's the
But
greatest in
Cam,
his era.
but
He
Cam-
played against seniors and juniors. He played against everybody, but
Cam,
he can't get 500
but
we consider him the greatest of an era.
But the top, if you name the top 10
This
players
man,
today right now, right?
He beat the best team they said was ever
Assembled.
assembled.
Okay, that's
73
that's great.
9.
And
Okay,
San Antonio,
right.
that's a dynasty.
Okay, that's great.
The
But
man
again,
played San Antonio
but
3 times.
So now we're saying that LeBron's not the greatest of this era because you can't dominate the greatest of your era.
No, that's not false, Cam.
I almost just got the hell
Boy,
out.
then
I'm
I'm just telling
asking.
you.
No, I'm asking.
Cam,
I'm asking.
Jordan era,
I'm asking.
Jordan was the best guard, period.
He's the
in
best
his era.
player in his
But
era.
no. Jordan was the best guard, period, right? When
was
you
the
went,
most dominant
but when
player,
you, but
the
when you,
best player
but
in
when
his
you
era.
name that era, no, because his era goes back to
Who else won the
'84.
championship with Jordan?
No,
wait.
Hold on. It goes back to '84. Bird got a ring. Get what playing? Isaiah Thomas got a ring.
I said at the mountaintop. I said at the mountaintop.
But I
When
said
Jordan won his 3-peats,
Was nobody there? The greats were gone.
oh my God. There's
Great-
other players in the league.
Who? Reggie Miller averaged 18 points.
Because
man.
Jordan was so great that
Nah,
he
it
felt
wasn't
everybody
a rivalry,
nigga.
Cal. It wasn't a rivalry. We make Reggie Miller a rival. Reggie wasn't no rival.
Because you're trying to find somebody, but Jordan was so great, there's nobody that he sees. If LeBron is so great,
Jordan
nobody
played
sees
today.
him.
Jordan,
You dominate your
but
era.
if Jordan played
Just like I
today,
said with Tom Brady.
he would meet.
Wait, has Bron not dominated his era?
He has. He
Oh.
has. I'm talking about at the
Say,
mountaintop.
Lord.
I'm talking about the
But
mountaintop.
Jordan,
I'm saying at the
Come
mountaintop.
on, winning championships though.
Yes.
My whole argument is, this is the thing that Cam, it frustrates me, is that it bothers me because Jordan was supposed to win them rings. LeBron didn't have the talent for like 7 out of them 10 championships.
I don't
Jordan
understand.
took a break. Yeah, they've been in between the three.
And Jordan took a break. Wait,
And
so-
lost.
Wait,
And came
wait,
back and
wait,
lost.
Wait a minute. So
And lost.
how great?
but he lost
So
though.
wait, that's a good thing. You trying to
He
shit
lost.
on?
I see that
He
both ways.
He lost. He lost.
Wait a minute.
Nobody
Said fuck it. I'm finna go play no all of the fucking sport. I'm finna go play baseball.
hey,
And you know what?
hey,
I'm going to this shit.
hey,
too. And
I
I'm
see
gonna come back and start
but
playing
okay,
basketball.
hey.
Wait, 3 more
Hey, I see it both ways.
Cap.
Wait,
Go
hold
ahead,
on.
tell him,
Wait,
Brian.
hey,
Hold on.
Kay.
Going based off.
Okay, I see it both ways.
Hold on. Let's see it both ways, real quick. Let's see it both ways.
I see it both ways.
See it both ways.
Now I see it both
No,
ways.
no,
no,
I was just saying my shit.
We going the other way. Nah, because you on that cap. You on that cap. Hey, man, this man a champion, man. I respect his opinion.
No, because I'm the guest. That's what you
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
No, but look,
This man got a ring with Braun, man. He know what took. He know what it took.
That's why he wants to see it both ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
He argued with you every week.
Yeah.
I see it as he was such a dog. He said, you know what, this NBA's too easy. I'm out for a little bit. I see it that way. And then I see it this way, too. Give Braun a year to rest. And to just sit in that chamber and hibernate.
Give me a year.
And see what the hell happens.
See what the hell happened.
That
Hey,
man neck.
wake up, baby.
He might hit his
Get
shoulders
up.
on the rim.
Hold on.
He might hit his shoulders on the rim if Braun took a year to just not hoop
At
Well,
36 years.
and live. And
Right.
I see Jordan was a dog to say, I mean, that's some cocky shit to say, you know what?
Right.
I'm too good at basketball.
I don't think it went that way, though. I don't think it went that way.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. For the argument.
In his interview, he said, I have nothing else to prove.
Wait.
He said that.
Wait.
He said
So
that.
hold on. So
He said that.
you saying right. So you saying
He got suspended because he's gambling.
right? Give
Bro, we're
LeBron.
going through shit, but we ain't gonna say
Give
it.
LeBron. You said give LeBron time to hype it. Like damn, okay.
If Braun took
We
a year
could
just to
give-
rest,
Right. But
And then come back
LeBron
to his-
got to win 3 in a row
and
first.
then come back, and I'll tell you this.
He got to dominate his championship, win 3 in a row first.
Kill. Let me ask you this: if LeBron left a team for a year, they might not get 500. Pippen still took them
They
boys
did.
to the
57-25.
He did.
57-20. And a bad call.
57-25.
Hold on. Then you let Tony Kukoc develop. Then you let Tony Kukoc.
If Braun leaves the team, they might not make 500. The
Okay.
Lakers this year might have been 500.
Hey,
Wait, come on. Wait.
Because it's the same team that AD had
Right.
in New Orleans.
Then Cleveland.
Great.
Listen.
And they barely made the
regular
playoffs.
season. Wait. What did that Bulls team finish that year, right?
57-25.
Right.
That's a
Matter
matter of fact, that was
Great.
better than the best team this year.
Great. What playoffs though? What did they do in the playoffs?
It was a bad
that year?
call, Cam.
Wait,
They
ask the
lost.
question.
They lost
Answer
to the Knicks. They lost to the
They
Knicks
lost
in
to the
7.
No, so did they get
They
to the
lost to the Knicks
finals,
in 7.
right? They get to the finals.
No.
And it saved Jordan's
I'm
legacy.
asking-
And it saved his
I'm
legacy,
asking-
Cam.
Man.
It saved his legacy.
So Ray Allen. So I'm gonna say some bullshit. Ray Allen saved LeBron's
They
legacy.
were sitting on Kukoc now. Cook
He saved the championship.
He saved his legacy.
He
Saved
didn't
his
say
legacy.
he said
If
a
you
lot.
gonna say that shit, go say Jordan's legacy. I'm gonna say that.
I don't believe in one shot, one finals is changing
All right.
legacy.
No.
So wait.
Wait.
So Jordan's team, they don't make the play. I mean, they make the playoffs, right? Without Jordan, right? So, but
Win 7 games with the Knicks.
absolutely cool. Well,
Bad call,
great.
Cam.
Okay, all right.
Bad call.
That was one way away from. It was one game of the semifinals.
No, 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, all right, cool, great. Well,
Cam,
who do you right? So
there's nobody that Bron can leave
so
it.
right.
Hold on.
Bron can't
The
do it.
next year,
Right.
let me tell you what happened the next year,
Wait.
Cam.
They win a championship.
No, they
right?
didn't. They lost to the Orlando Magic with Jordan.
They did.
Yes.
After Jordan's 3, after he came back.
After he came back, he lost,
Came back and
Cam.
lost,
And
and
they
then
went
he
and got
won 2
Dennis Rodman because Horace Grant was busting their ass. And Phil say,
Yes, sir.
Dennis Rodman, can you apologize to Scotty? Because Scotty's feelings is hurt the way you treated him 8 years ago against Detroit when Detroit was busting Jordan ass,
Okay.
right? That y'all omit, right?
All right.
Y'all omit that, right?
I will say this. I
Okay.
feel like there's a lot of omission in Jordan's.
It is.
It's a lot of shit. We talk about the 6 championships.
Yeah.
We don't talk about a lot of the first round exits. We don't talk about a lot of that
You
other
talk
shit.
about that goddamn 4-quarter
If
jumper
I
you
can
missed in
reiterate
overtime, you missed the
myself
win
again,
against
if I can reiterate myself again, if I can reiterate myself
I mean, there's a lot of stuff we don't talk about with the
but if I can reiterate myself again, what did I say?
Come on now.
What is my
Appreciate
key
you,
point?
bro.
I
Appreciate
say
you, man.
at the mountaintop.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, but it's more than it's just the mountaintop. It's the climbing of the mountaintop. Cam, look, Jordan has a mountaintop. LeBron has a plateau.
Damn, we got
Cam, Jordan got a mountaintop. It's 6 years, 3 years, come back down. Okay, 3 years, come back down. Then you want to omit Washington. You omit the 80s.
And so
You
we talking
omit
about,
7
and you want to talk about
years.
omission.
You
I really
omit
feel like
7
y'all
years.
omit that type of shit.
You omit
Like,
7 years,
y'all
Cam.
really omit a nigga that goes 3 years, comes back, okay, he takes a break, and
He
then comes back,
lost.
loses, and then wins 3 straight.
And I just seen a guy 9 out of the
I
last 10
can't
years
get
been in
my
the finals.
goat to win 3 straight.
Cam,
And he's been to the finals 10
Cam,
times.
George
I can't get him to
Hill,
win 3 straight.
George
He's been
Hill,
10 times.
and
No,
J.R.
no,
Smith
you don't gotta say names.
is his starters,
As simple
man.
as, you don't gotta say names. As simple as this, what Cam's saying, when he won 3 championships, he was the best team in the league.
He was.
Bron-
And he was the best player in the league.
If
Bron-
Magic didn't have the
Without a
highs,
doubt.
if
And
Magic
so-
didn't have the
and
highs,
So regardless,
Bron's
if
arguably the best
they
player,
still
but
went
not
to
the
the
best
playoffs,
team, though.
who was the key factor when
Exactly.
Jordan came back? Do you think that after that when they were 57 and 25 and Jordan went and played
Scottie
baseball?
Pippen led him to that.
He did. Do you think? Okay, so you think the following year or for the next 3 years, if Jordan would have stayed away, they would have eventually got to the finals?
Jared
No.
Krause.
They would have won it. Who do you think was the overriding factor?
Nobody's saying that, Cam. Nobody's saying that Jordan wasn't a
No,
man.
right.
We
But y'all saying is like,
I'm not saying
well,
that Pippen would have won 3 straight. Hell no.
No.
he wouldn't.
But your
Don't say
argument to that is that, well, whatever happens if LeBron leaves? Okay, I understand LeBron leaves, it would go to hell in the hands back.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Or they wouldn't win the finals.
So Cam-
but if Jordan, when Jordan leaves, they don't win the finals
So-
either.
so Cam-
Jordan is
so Cam-
obviously the deciding
so Cam-
factor.
so-
I'm still talking about the
but-
mountaintop.
but-
I'm not talking about playoffs. I'm not talking about
Bron-
first
Bron-
round in the Chicago.
So what he's saying
I'm
is
talking
Bron's
about
been
getting to
this.
the mountaintop again.
Bron's been doing this
Jordan's
for
gonna
14
get them
years.
niggas to the mountaintop, and
For
guess what?
18
When he
years.
gets there, he's gonna be a
All
favorite.
he's saying is
gonna
this.
win.
All he's saying is this. Bron has did this for 18 years
Yeah.
straight. He's never did this.
Never.
Yeah,
You never
Did
seen that.
this for
In the
18
finals, he has.
But
But he's
but
got
a lot of
the
those times
In
don't
the
count.
finals, yeah.
But
I just
this-
know.
this-
Except Golden State. Except Golden
I
State.
just don't get how you're
Except
saying
Golden
that,
State.
and we're saying out of 10 times, you're naming me 2 times where he should have won.
at 22 years old,
What
Cam,
time? What time should?
I said I give him the Golden
the
State.
Spurs-
The Golden State.
no, the Spurs were
all
better
the rest
than
of
him.
them, I feel like he should have won.
Cam, thank you, man. Thank you,
I
Cam.
feel like he should have won.
No.
That's how I put him. I feel like if I feel like he's the greatest of all time in that era, and
Yeah.
I'm coming from
D
Jordan,
Wade averaged 14 points, Cam.
in his era.
D Wade averaged 14 points, Cam.
K Hall.
He averaged 14 that series.
Wait, K Hall. So
Then we just put up a graphic
wait.
about who was the
So the
most points
Spurs
that somebody
with Tony
averaged Jordan
Parker,
when they
Ginobili
played
in his
Jordan,
prime,
17?
Tim Duncan in his prime. He should have never beat a Spurs team ever.
He should have never made out the East first. Let's talk about that. in a
We
second.
can argue Dallas. He should have beat Dallas.
Yeah.
He beat OKC.
Mhm.
He shouldn't have beat.
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Twice.
He shouldn't have beat him. He got lucky the second time when the tip out the shot, whatever. The
Injuries.
The
Cavs.
Cavs, he should have never won the times they couldn't be KD,
I
they
just
couldn't be the
can't
Warriors.
say. See,
And then
it's hard for me to say that.
He-
It's hard for me to say somebody should
Why?
never won when you're the greatest.
You
of
playing
your
against
era.
KD and listen,
I
Cam.
understand the
Cam,
feeling,
Cam,
but we acting like that. He didn't.
Do you not
But
see who
but
he lined up
okay,
against?
but you're saying team, so now we're saying that LeBron just didn't have nobody.
Steph Curry was matched up.
I'm not talking about the Warriors
I'm
team.
gonna say Steph was matched up with,
So you
with
take the
George
four
Hill.
finals. Let's take the four
I'm
finals
just saying,
out the
you
way.
saying LeBron had nobody.
But you
That's
take
it. Even the
No,
San
no,
Antonio
we're saying he shouldn't have won.
He shouldn't have won.
He should have won when he.
And y'all saying his team, y'all basically saying his team was ass.
No, they just
No,
weren't better than
they
the team
weren't
in
better
front of
than
him.
the team he played.
No. He just wasn't better than the team in front of him.
Team was ass. What I'm saying, I know what players.
No.
He wasn't better than the team in front of him. They weren't better than teams in front of him.
He wasn't a better team.
No.
Dallas was a better team than Miami.
Yeah, it was.
They were a better team.
Yeah.
But because they had the 3 All-Stars, they felt like they should have won. Which, okay, I'll give it.
I said, like, if Brooklyn would have played the
Yeah.
Pelicans, if I was Dallas, the Pelicans should not beat Brooklyn.
Exactly. If the Pelicans got to the championship, if the Pelicans got to the championship, they're playing the Nets. I don't give a damn. They got the championship.
Wow,
They got there.
Who the Pelicans got that compared to LeBron?
No, we hypothetical. Cam. Hypothetical.
So hypothetically
Cam.
speaking,
Hypothetical.
No, wait.
Hey, do this.
okay.
Hypothetical.
Wait, I'll give you an
Hey,
example. Wait, hold on. I'll give you an example, Cam. You're missing it. Okay, when Kobe went against Boston those 2 years, those were even matchups. Boston won 1, Kobe won 1. Those were even. You can flip a coin and say, I don't know who's gonna win. When LeBron was in the title, in the championships, you always pick that other team. You never thought that LeBron was going to beat the Warriors. You never thought they was going to beat the Spurs. You never thought that.
The Warriors, I keep telling you, the Warriors is fine.
So this
I'm a
is four
LeBron
finals.
fan.
The Spurs,
I thought
with
LeBron
Tony,
was- I
with Tony
was
Parker,
favoring LeBron to
with
beat
Tony
the
Parker
Spurs.
in his prime, you
I
got
favor LeBron.
Ginobili,
I favor
and you
LeBron.
got a
I
young
look
Kawhi.
at
You got
LeBron
Tim
as
Duncan at
way
the
higher
top.
than that.
You got
So-
Tim Duncan at the level he was at.
I'm
And
sorry.
then-
I
and
know
then-
LeBron
when
is
Kobe
way
gets rid of
different than
Shaq,
that, bro.
and he
Back when
realized
y'all
he
was
gave
like,
away,
LeBron
he
ain't like
went
that,
that
I
far
was
for
arguing
Saudi.
like, nah,
Yeah,
LeBron.
LeBron-
He would've got a lot.
Hold on.
I
So,
like
Cam,
that.
so,
He
Cam,
was
I was always niggas going against LeBron.
Exactly,
so-
and I was the nigga that was like, nah,
But every
LeBron,
team
y'all
was
crazy.
like,
LeBron the best.
LeBron ain't
Like,
beat
but
these
Cam,
niggas. It was like,
but Cam,
I didn't say it like,
So you take that out when
LeBron
you
beat
look
these
at.
but I used to
Hold on,
get heated
hold on,
debates. I'm
hold
like,
on.
LeBron
He
is
got
the best.
he got rings, right?
Don't win
But
the
look,
series.
this
I
who
never felt like
this
LeBron
is-
except the Warriors.
this
I
this
felt like
this who LeBron got rings
I'm
to
like,
got,
yo,
right?
he's that great, just like you said. What is it he can't do?
I mean, he
is.
So I had the same feel.
He is that great,
like
but
with
just
Jordan.
not bomb. But sometimes, man, you can, like I said, bro, you average 45, 13, and 7 and lose.
You lead your team in every
But-
particular
and that's-
category
that's
and
the
lose.
Warriors.
What-
That's the Warriors, right?
Even
I'm not saying that's the
He
Warriors,
won
right?
against the Spurs.
LeBron's never went to a finals and shit to bed.
No,
Ever.
Except for Dallas.
Even,
I mean, they gave him 18 points, but this is the thing I said
he
about
probably
that.
still averaged 25 throughout.
No, it was 18 throughout the series.
Okay.
It was
But
like
Kawhi
17,
Leonard and Iguodala won Finals MVP on less numbers than that though. But we ain't gonna mention that.
We've already mentioned that.
Yeah, I'm just
So
saying.
you
I ain't
keep
gonna
trying-
mention
you keep
that.
trying
But
to
no,
mention
but
that.
this is what I'm
But-
saying, though, Cam. When we
You
talk
keep
about
trying to
when you
mention
talk
it.
about the mountaintop, right? Like we say, one majority of the best players in the league right now play LeBron's position. When Jordan came up, the best player in the leagues were not shooting
Agreed,
guards, right?
agreed.
They were
bigs.
big. They were big
bigs.
men,
Bigs.
right? And like me and you talk. That's why I say Kareem is the GOAT. Only reason I say Kareem is the GOAT over everybody, bro, it's hard as hell. I can see your
To
highlight.
be a big man, and you've been around a lot of these sorry
Yeah.
chick, man.
To win at every level, first of all, it's hard in general.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying, but I'm just
He
saying,
didn't even lose a game to like.
but I'm just
Right.
saying,
NBA,
And
so-
he can walk
But as
and
a
chew-
guard,
chew gum and tie
it's,
shoes
you
at the
got
same
so
time.
much space to create your shot. Like if I'm in front of you, you might say, I can drive on you,
The game-
I can
the
step
game
back.
for sure changed,
When you
but-
a big man, Cam, Kareem is shaking dudes off one power dribble, and you got to move and shake somebody off 1 foot. Plant 1 foot, Cam, and do all your moves and score and be the leading scorer in the history of basketball on 1 foot in a spin and doing this when somebody is giving you the ball, right?
It's easy.
It's
Nobody
crazy.
ever seen it.
But you're going against Moses Malone, who's an MVP.
No, I mean,
You're going against Robert Parrish. You're going against Jordan. Didn't have that. We don't have a guy that we say.
I do, and you would have.
this
You
is
gotta,
George
you gotta
Ryder.
agree that the best position now in
It's small
basketball
forward.
is a 3, and you can argue the 1. But like I said, ones ain't winning no championship right now.
Ones don't exist no more.
Yeah,
Everybody's a guard
everybody's
now.
a shooting guard.
Everybody's a shooting guard.
Like Kai plays the 2. Could Kai have played the 2 in MJ's era? Fuck no.
He's a point guard. He would be a nasty. Like
KD would be a power forward center. Like I say,
Yeah.
like I think Shaq couldn't play today only because of the way his rules. The
I mean,
rules
well,
are.
but nobody's. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
people thought about the shot. Like Joel
Yeah.
Embiid, even. I mean,
He
that-
want to shoot threes.
But that's and he's one of the most dominant players right now, and he's shooting 3.
and he wants.
But the thing about the era now, I think it's changed. And like you said, the one that I do agree with is Jordan The other best players weren't his spot. My only argument with that I say about the MJ LeBron thing is there's no fuck MJ and LeBron. And Bron and anybody the hell else. A lot of people can't do this for 18 years. Bro.
18 years.
18 straight.
18.
They can't, man.
And then it was crazy. He's not even done.
Can't
Like
done.
there's nobody who thinks next year. Kobe's last 2 years.
It was done. The last 5 years was done.
Okay.
This might be it. This might be it.
It might be. Nobody
We
thinks
saw
that.
the
Nobody thinks this is it for LeBron. When LeBron put that post out, people like, oh shit, he'll be back. People still fear it.
This gonna be year 19, dog.
Brady started some shit.
I think you're still.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? It's like I think you're still trying to sell it as if like I don't rock with LeBron.
No,
I think you're trying to sell it.
I'm just
Like,
saying, can
you're
we?
trying, no. You're like it's year 18. Like I get it. I get it.
You're not supposed to be this good 18 years, Cam.
Why not?
Not this long.
Not this
I mean, when
long.
you're different like him, we already know the man was different. We already know you're an alien or something.
But this
like
about to be
he came
year
up with
19.
Dragon Ball Z pods or something like
But
that. We
Cam,
already know.
you're not supposed to be the best player in the world at year 19, dog.
You're not supposed to be the best.
We got a little bit too carried away, man. With the
Don't cut it off, Cam.
Nah, bro,
Oh, you gotta get out of here, my bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave soon. I can keep
Okay,
running.
he just capping.
Oh.
You see me capping, dog. Do what I
Bro,
got
we
to
done
deal
talked
with.
about LeBron in the debate for 30 minutes.
Hey,
So,
that's the real debate.
all right. So, huh?
That's a real debate. He just let you know LeBron to go.
All right, cool, good.
And why? Shout out one time to go to clothing line, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the greatest of all you, man. Well, let me see, make sure I get it.
So
The greatest of all
you win
time,
the
you.
championship. After we're going, as we wrap this up, man, we win the championship with Cleveland with LeBron, and so now after that, you got stints in Phoenix, you got stints in Cleveland, Washington, and obviously, like I said, one thing that I don't understand, especially in the 2019, you averaging 13. You know,
Dropping
I
30 in Washington.
and I talked with Marshawn Brooks a little bit, and he said that you could be too overly qualified for the NBA. Is that kind of some of the things that you started to run to, like?
I mean, the thing about that is the NBA. That's one thing about it. Like, I might have been Brad's best backup that he's had by the numbers. Not sure, but me averaging 13 a game, playing in the fourth quarter. I got
Closing games.
It's closing games. I closed a lot of games. I got traded. When I got traded, I went to Denver, and they sat me down. It was basically like, yo, you're not gonna play. It's like we got our team, which I respected. Y'all, the same guys that been together for a while. I was like, I told my agents like, I think I want to go. And me asking to leave, like I ain't gonna say I'm blackballed, but it put a bad rep on me because I didn't want to be there. So their thing was, would you rather go play and lose than try to stay here, sit and win? And for me, I'm like,
Well, play.
I'm about to turn 30. I got a family. I'm trying to get paid. You can't sell me that you're going to pay me and I'm not playing. They say, oh, if we win, everybody gets paid. Yeah, everybody who's playing gets paid. But when you're not the star in the NBA, you're supposed to be able to eat that and say, you know what, you're right. I'm going to sit here after I'm having my career year and I'm going to be comfortable with not playing. I said, I'm not comfortable with that. I said, I want to go. And then I left. The pandemic happened. The thing about it is they forget what you do. Somebody for I ain't gonna say the team, when we were talking to him this past summer, they said, you know what, he's a lot like Marshawn Brooks. They score and they don't do nothing else. I'm like, what do you mean I don't do nothing else? I tell kids all the time, the hardest thing to ever be is a scorer.
Absolutely.
Because no matter what you do outside of that, that's who you are. When you're a scorer, you automatically don't play defense. You automatically don't pass. I've averaged 5, 6 assists everywhere I've ever gone. For some reason in Washington, I'm guarding the best player. If I don't play defense, why am I guarding Dame? Why am I CJ? Why am I guarding him? Some of my best games, Scott Brooks would put me in here and say, yo, listen, you can get 20 in your sleep. We need you to get everybody else involved. Go out, 28, 9, and 8. 25, 8 assists. But when you're a scorer, it's one of the hardest things to ever be. Kent Bazemore, the league calls him a great defender. I give him 35. Of the team that played in the finals, the Heat, I'm getting double teamed by Bam and Jimmy. I'm causing me being double teamed by two of the best, arguably some of the best defenders in the NBA. But that's just the NBA. NBA is like that.
So there is such thing, like you say. So it sounds like you said.
I mean, I don't know what the name. I don't know what the name for it would be.
Qualified of a scorer, like.
It's because they figured that we don't need you to do that. They figured they got somebody else. For me, I feel like a lot.
I see a lot of people. I mean,
a lot goes into that.
You can use you off. I mean, you can be
score off the bench. A
Yeah,
lot of
I
teams,
can see you really in like
teams
a Lou
can't score in the
Will.
playoffs.
Yeah, I can see
Lot
you
of
in
teams
a
not
Lou
scoring.
Will position, coming off and being the instant spark. You playing 25
If I
minutes.
was 17, if I was 18 and average 10, I would have a better chance than being 22 averaging 22 in college.
Yeah.
Why is that?
They feel like you dap into a role better.
You feel like
You can do what they. You can do. You will do what they tell you to do, and be what they want you to be too.
But I am who I am, and what some of my worst years in the NBA was when I was trying to be
Which they want you to be.
what they wanted me to be. That was some of my worst.
Because
years in the league.
I think that's a lot to not. Because like everybody know, like Marshawn is a walking bucket.
Marshawn's done it at every level.
Yeah, I mean Marshawn comes to Memphis, and I still don't understand. Like
Every level.
like we were shouting out last playoff series. Just being honest, like Dylan Brooks, right? Dylan Brooks had one game hitting 30, and everybody like Dylan Brooks is like that. But it was like Dylan Brooks, one of the best Brooks on that team 2 years ago.
But see, that's the thing, though. But see,
Yeah.
sometimes it works for them. Sometimes they say, you know what, longevity, they can see talent. But now talent is, I feel like, back when we got drafted, if you was first round, you was fucking playing. Period, point blank. You was ready to play. They draft you first round now, your ass going to the G League.
Or you going overseas.
And going overseas.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Our talent's different. When we were coming out, there wasn't no Anthony Davis averaged 13 a game, but we all seen what he was gonna be, and he won a national championship.
Yeah.
He's a bad example. But there wasn't no
Daniel
in our draft. There
Orton.
wasn't no 5 points a game or 8 points a
Daniel
game getting
Orton
drafted
averaged
15.
average
First round,
average
that
2
nigga
points.
had like 2
2 points in Kentucky. Daniel Orton.
I mean, but,
Man, you ain't even got to play college ball.
but you
right
see,
now,
he was
man.
out the league the next year, so that's it.
You play 4 games. I mean, and they just
But what
they
I'm
got
saying
their
is,
eyes
like,
on you.
I'm saying some of the first round picks that we was going up with, they was getting buckets, 15. So you got guys now going first round, they averaging up
10.
9 points a game.
10. I saw that. I saw the kid.
You know they getting drafted before they even step into college. They doing the college as a formality now.
Yeah, I saw one of the young kids from Florida State averaging like 9, 10 points a game.
I mean, sometimes it works out, but I feel like sometimes, like the process of getting drafted is too much overthinking.
So let me ask you this now, because we're seeing a lot of guys, and you know, you just came back from China.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think China, that the competitiveness of that league and how they're treating players, you think is catching the NBA?
No.
Still no comparison?
It's not respected because I mean, they look at China like the Americans just go over there and just score all the points, and I mean, China's a good league.
It's good money.
It's good money, but I mean, it's not.
Trying to get back in the NBA.
If you're trying to get back to the NBA, you go to China to try to get back in the NBA. That's not. I don't know. It's probably not like that.
Not as much as people try to make.
I mean, Jimmy Fredette over there getting 70.
And that's why he's not back in the league.
But see, but for me though, my mindset now, I'm 30, I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm engaged. My thing is, I've been there. I've been to the league. I've done it. I've played well. I've had good years.
Got a ring.
I got a ring.
With Braun and Kyrie.
For me, it's about my fans. It's about setting myself up for the future. Well, for me, I want to play. Why would I go somewhere and get the league minimum? And this might be getting too far for some money shit, but get the league minimum. Then I'm getting taxed on that. I got to have an apartment there. I got to ship my cars there. You're getting 1.5. You
walk away with about 5.
You leaving with 8, and after buying shit, you leaving with 7. When I go overseas, you give me 1.5. I'm taking every bit of it home. You paying for my house. You paying for my car. What the hell I'm do that for? Just to say I'm in the NBA, and then have to get a job after I'm out of the NBA? No, I'm not doing that.
Speaking on that too, man.
I'm doing that because people think overseas people can't hoop. Mike James been doing this. This ain't nothing new for Mike James. Marshawn been doing this. Shane Larkin makes so much money. Shane Larkin would come to the NBA and be a third point guard and lose about $3 million. Why the hell would he do that?
Still Marvin say I ain't coming back.
See, we had a guy out of my hometown, Montgomery, Alabama, named Cedric Hargis. He played for Auburn. He got drafted by Denver back in '76. So he went overseas, man. He played in the league by 3 years. He come home with shoebox. He bought 14, 15. He come home with shoebox full of money, man.
You know what I'm saying? You think some of them
full
people,
of money.
some of them
Every
people
summer he come with shoebox full.
You don't think
That's what
Shane
he's spending on
Larkin
the
can't be in the league? You don't think like a lot of them guys, man, they've been over there for years. There's the starting point guard right now.
Marbury
So
got a statue.
The starting point guard for the Nuggets right now came from overseas.
So right now, is Jordy after you like say did this stint in China. What's next with Jordan Mack?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we talking to NBA teams, talking to EuroLeague teams, talking to China.
Wherever is the best situation.
The best situation for me,
family.
to my family. Like I ain't going to Europe where I gotta be
Away.
and I ain't gonna say no names, but where I gotta be somewhere and it's 15 degrees outside with my daughter. I got a 1-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go nowhere like that. It's about, I gotta go where I'm comfortable, my family comfortable. You know what I'm saying? As long as the money has to be right too. But for me, I'm 30. I want to play 6, 7 more. It's comfortability and set myself up for the next
career,
40 years of my life, 50 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? And for me, if the NBA, me paying for the league minimum, if I can get an NBA team where I can see myself growing from that, then cool. I'm all for it. But if I see myself making league minimum for the next 6 years of my life, I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I'm worth more than that. I've proved myself more than that. And for me, I'm not willing to. Not saying the NBA. I'm not willing to settle. That's the word. Not willing to settle.
Last two things we try to wrap up. Is there anything else that you like? Is there anything that you're into? You want to get into coaching? You want to get maybe behind the scenes?
I got some like
league work. Or
I got
something
some
like that,
businesses. I don't want to coach. I used to want to coach.
Mm-hmm.
I can't coach the kids today.
Mm-hmm.
I can't relate to them. I wouldn't be a good fit because I don't like the work ethic. I don't like what they work on. I don't like what they value.
Everybody, sure.
Everybody is a stylist. Everybody, I'm not really into it. You know what I'm saying? My focus was hoops. We hooped. It wasn't hard to get us an open gym. 2 years after y'all left,
it was
hard. Trying to pull teeth to get people to play basketball. You're here to play basketball.
At school, Tennessee.
In school, it was hard to do that. I can't coach like that.
Yeah, we used to hoop every day, and then
trying to get people to hoop. People saying they got.
I don't want to hoop.
No offense, they got homework at class. We had a coach one time tell somebody, man, you trying to go to the NBA or you trying to go to Harvard?
Yeah, bro.
Which ain't nothing wrong with it, but for me, it's like you come here to play basketball. You come here. I mean, to get an education, obviously, I don't want that piece to go, but we're talking about basketball right now.
Right.
But outside of school, you're hooping.
I mean, but that is the reason you go there. That's the reason they came to your house is to play basketball. Right. They didn't tell you, Cam, we want you to come here because, man, we really think that as communications. But I think
now it's just different, bro. The shit's different, and I don't want to be a part. I wouldn't be a good fit. And nowadays, the 100th pick ain't demanding shit from me. How you the 100th recruit in the country? You saying your son need this? What he need to do is
get parents different too.
The parents different. What he need to do is get better. Hell, what the hell are you talking about? Right. I ain't coming to school unless he get 20,000.
No, you need to go pay that 20,000.
He averaged 9 points a game in high school. What the hell are we talking about? I couldn't deal with that.
Hey, dog, that bag gotta be right. You want my son?
Yeah, whatever. He better be good then. I'll spend it. I'll have I'll wire it to you.
Last thing, I don't know if we
this going on. The solid way only.
Did we ask this? Who was the best player you saw coming out of Georgia?
I'd say gotta be Lou.
Lou, your best
player. Just his. For me, when I start thinking of best player, I look at more just scoring.
Yeah.
I look at Lou was 6'1" in college. In high school, 160, like maybe. Mm-hmm. And Lou, what he scored like 2,500 points in high school.
Yeah, he's the all-time scorer. I don't know if
Sharif might have broke it.
But it ain't created the same way though.
But I'm saying that's just dog. And he wasn't playing no era where his center was 5. Where his center was 6'3".
His center was 6'8". Yeah,
it was 6'8" centers back then.
He played every game. He was at every tournament. You couldn't and like
to this day, there ain't nothing that's gonna be thrown where Lou won't play.
Yeah. And then like Spoon said in his episode, like back then you wasn't ducking no AAU. Like AAU, you couldn't duck nobody.
It wasn't ducking no action.
Like you couldn't go to okay, I play in Nike. I don't got to play somebody from the Under Armour or Adidas. Like you had to eventually meet up and see everybody.
But this is my thing, and like I say, just outside take on it, right? But when you look at Lou, like you had to account for Mike Mercer too.
Well, and I'll say this though too.
What's the white boy that played? The white boy that played with them too. That was tough.
I mean, that whole team was good.
But I say this though too. I haven't seen.
10th grade maybe.
I haven't seen somebody like Anthony Edwards out of Georgia in a long. I worked out. I'll tell you a story. I worked out with Anthony Edwards. I just had surgery on my shoulder, 2017, 18, I think. And I came back and Kier Jordan, shout out to Key, had me working out with Ant. Ant was a sophomore in high school. So I'm looking. So we working out, and I'm just keep looking at Key. I'm like, yo, how old is he?
Bro.
He like 15, 16. I'm like, what? He's going to high school again next year.
For the next 2 years.
The next 2 years. So then the next year, he get even stronger. He get even better. He get even more athletic. I told Key, I said, there's no possible way he can go back to high school again. I said, there's no way. And then in his class, he wasn't even number one. He was like top 5.
Top 5.
And I went to one of
he wasn't even in his class.
And I went to one of his AAU games, and I was like, oh, that's why he's not number one. Because he's bored.
Yeah.
Bored.
He would go 20 straight, and then he made his pass for 2.5
He knew he
quarters.
was way better than everybody.
He wasn't on that level. And then he skips his senior high school, and then averages 20 in the SEC.
Yeah.
And then last summer, he got even better, even stronger, even faster.
Bro, he putting folks on posters.
Man, but it's so crazy, man. He's confident. He can shoot. He can dribble. He can jump. He's strong. His shoulders.
He
I'm talking about,
might jump up.
But somebody said
he's the
it.
same.
But somebody recently said it, and I don't know. It was a well-known, prominent name in the basketball world coming from Georgia. He said, Ant-Man is going to be the best player to come out of Georgia.
And what's so crazy is you have to get him out of the gym. You don't got to tell Ant. You don't got to tell Ant, hey, man, come on, let's get this work. Ant hitting you. Ant, they told his agent, I remember me and him was working out right before the draft, and they didn't want him to play. We start hooping in there. They said, Ant, you can't play. Who said I can't play? The agent said you can't play. Yeah, all right. Ant hooping. He don't care about none of that, man. You just call Ant to the wire right now.
And that's contrary to the belief that they said that he don't care about basketball like that. Man.
That's stupid.
They be trying to spin their
That's
own
stupid.
narrative.
He don't care about basketball. He averaged 18 in the league.
But the reason, Cam, we always say that because you mentioned a name by Derek Favors. Now, we putting a reward out for this, man. Anybody that can make this happen. I don't know if you ever heard the name Vincent Banks before in the state of Georgia. Bro.
High school wise.
Listen, bro.
I mean,
Derek Favors had some numbers at South Atlanta, but I'm just telling you.
Than D-Favors?
South
He's
Atlanta.
the guards. We'll put him in the Luke category.
Yeah.
It's like him and Luke,
Who's
like
that?
even to the point
Vincent
where Luke
Banks.
said,
Better than Luke Bing.
Hands down.
Lou has even
Hands
said,
down.
like, high school wise, and I'm talking about longevity.
I'm about to say, they ain't tape of him, but
Well,
if you
see,
get
it's some tape.
VHS,
It's limited. This
Yeah.
before cell phone stuff like
What
that.
you
dog.
had with Vincent Banks, he plays defense. He was gonna guard the best defender. You go to his game, it's hot.
whatever happens to him.
Man, he
Yeah,
went
he
to
went to
so
Japan,
he
got
supposed to
it.
go to he was supposed to go to Miami. I think grade something he ended up at Cincinnati. I don't know. They say somebody did something to him.
Nah, his dad had some shit happen at home. He got homesick, baby. Like some shit
Yeah.
happened with his pops. He got homesick. He couldn't get better.
But he
Ain't
been
nobody. I've been trying to do a documentary on this nigga for years.
That's what we've
But-
been
I'm trying
But
to
I'm
do
gonna say this,
He
though.
was T-Mac, but he left.
He was the truth, man.
Let me ask you this: was he?
You know who's his cousin?
Was he?
Russ is his cousin.
Was
So
he?
you know Yende?
Yeah,
you
Russ. That's his
Hey, let
cousin.
me ask you this: was he better than Deion Glover?
Yeah.
I seen
And he had range. He shoot.
I will
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
this. I only heard stories about Dion in high school.
Every story I heard about Glover said like he
Hold
was.
on, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm about to give you the limited.
The best.
You know what's so crazy?
He got Jordan basketball 2 times.
But they said the only reason Glove didn't go to the NBA right out of high school because Glove told me this. He said back then they were only letting one player from NBA from high school, and then T-Mac went. So when T-Mac went, he went back to he went to college.
Hey, show him off again. But yeah, man. Jordan, hey,
Listen.
Matt, man, we definitely appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
appreciate
Definitely
y'all.
appreciate you for blessing the
Hey,
show
who's
today.
the coldest nigga that came that we played against in college?
When you was there with me, when y'all was there,
Period. Who's the coldest nigga you've seen in college?
cold individual.
Play. Let's
I'm
go
gonna
play.
tell you who
I ain't
said.
gonna say team because Anthony Davis, they were just good ass
I
team.
always tell
I'll
people
talk
Anthony
about
Davis
it.
is the best nigga that we played because it's not that. I'm talking about how he affected the game.
Oh, he affected me every way.
If he didn't, he might have averaged 6 block shots a game, but he altered 25. Like,
Oh,
nigga,
yeah.
we had to go in there and shoot all our shots differently because of Anthony Davis.
Who you
We had to change
you
that
about to say?
motherfucker. So that's why I say he was
What's
like
that
one of the
white
best.
boy named Marshall Henderson or whatever that nigga name was?
I mean, he was erratic. That's for sure.
That nigga was the coldest.
he was Marshall Henderson was something. Like he could get 40. He gonna taunt the crowd. He was, but like skill wise, when I played Caldwell Pope, I'm gonna tell you why he was so hard because they just ran every play for him. Like he would catch it like in a perfect spot to shoot. Like he didn't have to. He had to do none of this. He had to, and then when
He ripped Hamilton, Reggie Miller you to death.
get it, got it, and then you look up, you're like, man, he didn't do shit. And he's like 28, 10 for 13. Like damn, he ain't miss. Like, so he was.
But he had good shots.
All his shots were good. He didn't have my shots.
Yeah.
He never had this.
You worked for yours.
I asked Coach Martin before. I went to his office and said, "Hey man,
Can I get some double
I
screen
said,
stuff?
can I get a play?" He said, "Nah." He said, "You gonna get yours. I need you to worry about everybody else."
He coming out double screens.
He coming double screens, and I'm like this. Step back. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all that just to get my shot off. But
Shout out
So
to
your best
Martin,
player
man.
was Lou that you saw
in high school.
in high school.
in high school, Casey Mitchell, Lou. Casey Mitchell, Lou.
But like I say, me not
You gotta
being
get
from right
Casey
now,
Mitchell on
but
the
show.
high
Gotta get Casey on
school,
the show.
You gotta get
y'all
Casey
heard
on
me
the
say
show.
Sedale 3 was my best.
There.
There High School, 1979.
19. I was say you going back
33 points
1930,
a
dog.
game, baby. We was the
I
truth.
was born in 1990, baby. 1991.
76ers.
Hey man, but that wraps it up for our show today, man. We like to thank Jordy Mac, man, all the way coming from Hinesville, representing, man. NBA
For
team.
sure, Georgia.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
From the
you.
county's
94 feet.
finest.
My dog.
Hopefully
My
we can
dog.
get,
Yes,
Davion on here.
I done ran into traffic messages.
Hey, one more time though. Hold on. Who to go again real fast for the count? Who to go?
94 feet, though.